What's up, guys? It's your boy mel.on.mars. Thank you so much for joining me today. Guys, I got a very sad story. I'm just being real with you. This had me bawling out of control. I was crying so hard. When I first saw this story, it's a story that's circling around the media right now, and I'm not late to the party. I just do a sports topic every Tuesday. So I'm just not releasing it. But I've been seeing this since last week. National Signing Day for a lot of high school players was last week. And it was a big day. It was a very special moment for so many people. But it was a very selfish person that ruined this moment for this guy, Jacob Copeland. And I can relate to Jacob here. And I think so many people can relate to Jacob. I was not an athlete, but I was a musician. I am a musician, but I used to actually be a preacher. Accepted my calling as a preacher at 17 years old. I'm 30 years old now. But as I began to preach, and I'm going to get into the story very quickly, but as I began to preach and I used to get opportunities from my church to preach on Sundays, we had on second Sundays, we had Youth Sunday. So a lot of times I get to preach. Long story short, I was preaching one day, one Sunday morning, and my mother, me and my mother had a little bit of a spat, a little teenage and mother spat the night before. So she get to church. I always used to get to church late. So she got to church maybe 45 minutes into service. And then as soon as I get up to go get ready to preach, she stands up, and she stands up with my sister. She forces my two younger sisters to stand up, and they walk out dramatically. It was so hurtful. It was so embarrassing. It was just the worst feeling in the world at that time. I mean, so for me, watching Jacob Copeland brought back all those feelings. Watching this video, guys, that we're about to get into brought back all those feelings. And I ask you, before you judge and you go into this thinking that this mother has the right to do whatever she wants, or anyone who feels bad about how their mother treats them, before you go into that mode of thinking, I ask you just take a moment. If you've never experienced this, take a moment to listen to this full story and listen to this full video and watch the emotions of this. If you have experienced this, I want you to take a look at this as a moment of, I'm not alone. I did not experience this by myself, and there have been people who have experienced this and have overcome a selfish mother, have overcome a toxic mother. I'm one of those guys. I'm somebody who am on the other side of it. My mother no longer has a hold over my mindset, has a hold over the things that I do day in, day out. And that's the purpose of this video, to give people hope, give people a mindset that you can overcome, and the things that you went through during your life does not define you. So let's get into this story, guys. All right, guys, as you can see, we have Jacob Copeland here, sitting here with a lot of his family and friends. As you can see, Jacob Copeland in the middle with the red jacket, have his mother to his left, and looks like what appears to be either aunt or a sister. Aunt or a grandma or something like that. I'm not sure. Jacob Copeland here, guys, has three choices. He has Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, and he's live on ESPN. And just from this still shot right here, guys, you can see mom is not happy already. And she look a little confused. She got two schools she want to go to, apparently. She got Tennessee on the head, Alabama on the body. Grandma, whoever it is, got Alabama on the body. And from what I've read about the story, Jacob had a real grueling process. He was getting attacked from pretty much everybody around him, telling him where he should go. As you can see, it's a gentleman behind him as well with the Tennessee paraphernalia on. I mean, this is a lot of pressure on this young man to make the right decision. Let's get into the video, guys. I'm going to play it all out first, then I'm going to come back with my commentary and show you some particular things that I saw.
I like now that I'm taking my time to for the next 3-4 years.
So, Jacob, you're going to Florida. Who just got up and left to your right? Who got up and left?
Oh, that was my mom.
And why did she walk out and leave?
I don't know exactly why she walked out, but yeah. I don't know.
Jacob, we saw her wearing the Alabama sweater there. What were those conversations like with her about where you were going to school?
We had a lot of conversations back and forth about where I should go to school at, but it was like God led me and my gut, and God led me in the direction that my heart desired. So I followed along with it. I couldn't go with my mind. I wanted to go with my heart. So from there on out, God led me on. He told me to pick my decision that I wanted, and that's what I chose.
Jacob, you referenced on Twitter yesterday, I saw the post about how it would have been very emotional. You talked about how you had been crying the night before, agonizing about this decision. Can you just walk us through how you eventually got to this decision and what this process has been like for you?
This process, it been great coming along. We've been recruited for a long time, being a top recruit, top priority for a lot of schools. But knowing that I felt out of all schools, I felt more welcome at home and felt like I could make an impact in at the University of Florida. So that was why I felt like that I fit in at and feel like welcome home and being a family. So that's what I like to take my time to.
All right, guys. First and foremost, guys, as you can see, Mom was disappointed. Mom was mad. Grandma was mad. And I'm pretty sure this grandma, because we know in the black community, grandma 36, mama 24, kids 12. You know, it's just the way the pecking order goes in the majority of our family. So I'm pretty sure that's my grandma. So when he initially announced it, you see nothing but pain come on both of their faces. On the white lady behind him, you see nothing but tears of joy. Just look at the differences and how they respond. Just check this out, guys.
What I like now that I'm taking my time to for the next 3-4 years.
Look at that right there, guys. Look at grandma. Pain. Look at mama. Anger. Look at Miss White Lady in the back. Tears of joy. Happiness. Look at the two little girls. What? I mean, everybody got mixed reactions right now. But regardless of however you felt about what Jacob decided to do, it should all come back to you and say, this is this boy's decision. And let me be happy for him for making his choice. But what do we get? Let's see. So this is everybody's instant reaction after he pull out the Florida Gators hat. This is everybody's instant reaction. And everybody else have to make a decision from this point on whether I'll choose to be selfish or selfless and care about Jacob more than myself or care about myself more than Jacob. 10 seconds later, or 2 seconds later, take a look. Everybody clapping. Besides, hate to say it, guys, the black females. Why? Now, these girls, you say these two little girls, but they old enough to understand exactly what's going on with his decision. They may not understand the logistics of how much it's going to change this boy's life, but they are old enough to understand, I wanted him to go to this school, he decided to go to that school. So every black female in this, well, people hate when you call females, every black woman, girl, child, whatever you want to call it, in this video is now upset and choosing to react in a selfish way. Now, look at Jacob. This is less than 2 seconds after he have decided which school he going to. He got to look at his mom get up upset, which is well in her right to be upset. She can not like it. There's been plenty of players throughout the years that their parents didn't like or agree what school they went to, but they decided to support their child. Look at his face. The hurt begins right there. Yes, it's expected for mama to be mad, but why like this? But watch how mom continue to be selfish. Watch how mom intentionally shows Jacob how much she hurt. Intentionally shows Jacob how much she disappointed in him. How much you made the wrong decision. Watch how many times she look at him. Just check out how many times she look at him. 1. Two.
So
3.
Jacob, you're
That's 3 times, guys. That's 3 times that she intentionally look at him. So that's basically saying, Jacob, I want you to know how upset I am, how pissed off I am, how much I disapprove of this decision. Now, the next thing she did to show attention, and this is everything about this is selfish and it's to gravitate attention for herself. The next thing she did is deliberately walk in front of the table, in front of the cameras. Deliberately walk in front of the table, in front of the cameras, to make a scene. Now, forget her for a second. Let's go back to who is really important for this. Jacob. Look at his face. Holding back tears right now. Holding back pain right now. Look at the man to his left, to Jacob's left. Pain for Jacob. Look at obviously must be a coach to the far left. Pain. Look at the white boy in the pink shirt. Pain. Everybody's starting to realize this boy's going through so much pain. And forget the decision right now. It's because of your mama. The person who birthed you is giving you the pain in this supposed to be great moment in your life. I'm not doing this video to bash Jacob or to talk bad about Jacob or talk bad about his family, his mom. I'm just pointing this out because I know so many kids out there that has been through this same thing. And I know I've been through it. And I know I've overcome it to a certain extent. I still struggle day in, day out with the pain my mom has caused me. But it just doesn't make any sense how we have to continue to go through this. Continue to go through this. Generation after generation. And it keeps getting worse. But I'm leading to something where I believe this has to stop. And we have to start calling this stuff out. This part here really kind of pissed me off. First time I seen this, guys, I ain't gonna lie, I cried my eyes out. I mean, it was just horrific for me to see this because I experienced this myself. But it pissed me off that I believe ESPN try to search for the story too much. And they take advantage of people's horrible situations and horrible times. Just listen how this commentator pressed the issue. He didn't ask this boy how great he feeling. He didn't ask this boy what's the first thing you're looking forward to with being on Florida campus, or what led you to this decision as far as the great things about this decision. Listen to the first question he asked this boy.
Going to Florida, who just got up and left there and to your right? Who got up and left?
But that was my mom.
And why did she walk out and leave? Jacob, we saw her wearing the Alabama sweater there. What were those conversations like with her about where you were going to school?
We had a lot of conversations back and forth about where I should go to school at, but it was like God led me and my gut, and God led me in the direction that my heart desired. So I followed along with it. I couldn't go with my mind. I wanted to go with my heart. So from there on out, God led me on. He told me to pick my decision that I wanted, and that's what I chose.
Got a little boy. This dude is broken. I can't call him a little boy. He about to be a man, but he's broken. From this decision, it's hard enough. But then you got somebody who can outright be that selfish. It makes no sense. But you hear that ESPN reporter. I know he just doing what the producers asked him to do, but it seems like ESPN and all these sports stations love embarrassing black families, love calling out the issues of the black family. I'm gonna do another video next week, guys, talking about how the NBA hates fathers. They hate fathers because they celebrate the mom so much. I guarantee you guys, by this boy's junior season at Florida, they're gonna be doing such a great story about how they reconcile their relationship. The mother and what she did on signing day, but how much she loved Florida now, and how much she can't wait till her son get in the NFL. And on draft day, I guarantee she gonna be right there on the red carpet. All this stuff that this boy gonna have to put his mom through by her house the first day. We gonna talk about here in a moment what these football players are going through. These NFL players are really going through. I'm gonna show you guys something that you probably know about, but I'm gonna refresh your memory. Jacob Copeland has a horrible future ahead of him regarding his family. Not these people right here that's clapping. Not these white people right here that's loving on him and that's feeling bad. Look at this man's face. The man with the polo shirt on here. He hurting for this boy. And everybody who got these angry faces, the grandma, the little sisters here, or whoever they are, and the mama, all these black women, they're gonna be one with their hand out. And he did nothing to contribute to this boy's success, his athletic ability. Nothing. But they're going to have everything to do with his financial digression and everything he's doing with financially losing money in his future in the NFL. I guarantee it. Just remember this picture here. No mom there. Grandma, little sisters in the background, looking angry. Everybody else supporting this boy with sadness. Look at I don't know if this uncle or cousin, whoever this is, to the right, to Jacob's right, got his arm over him right here. Just look at this. So everybody feeling bad for this boy right by now. Everybody who got any sense is feeling bad for this boy. But check this out. So this is the reason that we can never get accountability for the things that black moms do. It's a couple things. So, first off, she did come back. Here's what somebody tweeted to Jacob Copeland, stating they never showed the whole video. I don't know how long it was. I don't know what she did exactly in between. It looks like he stood up to give a more of a speech or whatever. You see the same guy behind him right there that was to his right on the last video. The same guy behind him basically saying, still supporting him, looking to his right, which his mother is there. And look what she does. Now we see this crap play out all the time. Look at her. She came up to the boy, crying his eyes out. Crying his eyes out. Now, this can very well be tears. It ain't tears of joy by no means, but it very well could be tears of just the whole process. It may not be about his mom, but I think it is. Because ain't no reason for a boy this big to be crying like this. This is tears when you really got some family hurt. It's tears when somebody die. And somebody did die. Cause this is the moment I feel. Cause the relationship will never be the same between him and his mom. He gonna be 30 years old remembering this moment. Just like I'm 30 years old remembering a moment that my mom did to me. But look, this is why we can never hold black women accountable, because the same man has been supporting him this whole time since his mama left. Look what he does. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Reconciliation. Thank you, Lord. Clapping. Now, at least he clapping without a smile. Look how he focused right now. He's focused on the young man and focused on how he reacted to this. But this boy is boo-hooing in his mama's arms. But look how the mama react at the end. Watch your face. She don't a bit more care about that boy. She did this for the camera, so she knew she had to do it for her son. She had to do it because this boy is a gold mine. Sorry to say it. This boy ranked number 5 receiver in the league in the nation. Number 40 in ESPN 300. Pretty sure he's a 4-star recruit. So he got a streamline. Going to this great school, he got a streamline to the NFL. He about to get paid. But let's look at more things. All right, guys, check this one out. This is the Florida coaches reacting to his announcement that he's coming to their school. Check out their initial reaction, and then check this out.
I'm taking my time for the next 3-4 years.
All right, so I don't know if y'all saw it. Once the mom got up and dipped out, this white lady on the right side in this white shirt, watch her reaction. She get distracted by this guy walking in the room. But look at her reaction.
Y'all stop playing with me, man.
He's 5-0 at this, so yeah, he is. 5-0.
Guys, anybody with any logical sense will be offended by this. Now, these male coaches, they probably still smile. They just excited to have this boy. But they used to this mess. They used to black moms having issues and being selfish and thinking of themselves more than think about their own sons. They're used to it. So it's nothing new for them. But this white lady was appalled. Alright, guys, so this is Jacob's Twitter account. And look what he posted, guys. This is, I guess, immediately after this incident happened with his mother. He said, "What my mama did today was hilarious. If you knew her personally, that's her job, to put on a show." Now let's break this down. He said, "What my mama did today was hilarious." And he got the crying, laughing emoji. Now, Jacob, I love you, brother. I don't know you, but I love you. You might not ever see this video, but in case you ever do, I'm gonna let you know I love you, because I seen your other tweet that you said right here to somebody else. You told them, "I don't know you, but don't dare in your life disrespect the lady who created me. I'll kill and die behind that one. 100. Now, I ain't trying to go down that path with you, Jacob. I'm gonna tell you like the boy said out of A-Time. I don't want no problems. Ooh. I don't want no problems. Ooh. I don't want no problems with Jacob. Not at all, Jacob. I don't want no problems. Let you know. But I gotta call you out on your BS for a second, brother. I love you. I gotta call you out because ain't nowhere in the world you been doing this crying emoji when your mama came back in there. Well, first of all, when she left out, you was already looking sad. But when she came out, them were real tears, brother. Them weren't tears of joy. You may be happy she came back, but there wasn't no laughter involved with that situation. Wasn't nobody laughing. Now, I'm just saying this for you right now, brother, because I'm 30 years old, which I ain't old by no means, but I'm getting older and I'm able to look back at my life at times where my mom did the same thing, walking out on me. And there's so many people watching this video right now that could say the same thing of their mom being selfish in the moment that it was supposed to be all about her children. You talking about put on a show? Yeah, that's what our mom's job is to do, put on a show. I got 3 sisters. One of my sisters is a star. Well, she was a star basketball player in high school. She's doing very well right now in college. Everybody know the star of the show of every game was my mama. Loudest person in the gym. Creating controversy, making the gym so tense because she yelling and screaming at the referees, getting thrown out of games. Since my sister was in 4th, 5th grade, my mom getting thrown out of games, making it her show. Jacob, you hit the nail on the head. Putting on the show. But I want to let you know, brother, this show you talking about, it ain't a good thing. By no means. And I understand you feel like you gotta take up for her and put her in a good light. I understand that. But she took the spotlight off of you. You are the star of the show for the rest of your family's life. Unless you have any younger siblings that's gonna do more greater things than you. But Jacob Copeland, you are the star of the show. And that's how it should be. How it should continue to be. I want you to remember this day, Jacob. When she come to you on draft night, when she come to you after you get drafted or after you get your first big contract in the NFL, I want you to remember this day. I want you to remember this pain that you had, that you may never admit to. Because just like the rest of our community, we got to protect, for some reason, our black mothers. For some reason, the black mother is the most protected individual. Well, I'm not talking about you, Jacob. I'm talking about the rest of us. That majority of our mothers did not even plan to have us when we went to the hospital. Our moms didn't have insurance when she went to the hospital to have us. Majority of us don't have life insurance on us now. And Jacob, I don't know your situation, but a lot of us were kind of put in bad situations growing up. But then yet, our moms, as soon as we get a piece of a job, as soon as we get any type of income coming in, we got to pay her. Just like you will, Jacob. I'm sorry to say, you gonna have to pay that same mama that got up and walked out on you. You think what she did today was hilarious, Jacob? What did she do on draft night? If you don't believe me, believe somebody who playing the same sport you playing and has lived the life that you will hope to live one day. All right, guys. So this is old, and I'm pretty sure everybody probably have already seen this, but this is an interview with Roland Martin with Philip Buchanan, who is an ex-football player, NFL player. He just talking about money. He's talking about the way NFL players go through money and how they can learn to use money better. But it's something in particular he's going to say here, guys, that really struck a nerve with me. And it actually struck a nerve with me before I saw Jacob Copeland's story. And I just think this is Jacob's future. I just really do. Just based on how his mom reacted there and based on the way he's responded to his mom after. I just really believe that this is in Jacob's future. But check this out.
you start doing strange things. And when my name was flashed across the bottom of the screen, like when I first got drafted, that's when New Money was born. And it was so much chaos and everything started boiling around that time.
You said chaos. The average person does not understand the hell you go through. There was a Dallas Cowboys player a couple of years ago who had to file a restraining order against his parents because he had so many family members who were beating him down for money.
And I talk about it in my book. I talk about the adult abusers. They abuse your love and your trust to get money from you.
You were shocked. You got drafted. Most exciting time of your life. And your mama hit you with something that caused you to go. Say what? What happened?
When she told me it was so much going on, and I didn't really know how to really take it. So I was like, man, I just bought you this house, this brand new house. I took you from living in the hood to living good. I took you from nada to Prada. But the crazy thing about it is some guys going to get drafted tonight and tomorrow, and their mama going to ask them for $2 million.
Your mama asked you for $1 million. She said, I raised you. She asked you for a straight $1 million.
For $1 million, just like that.
And you were just sitting there going, okay, is this real? Did you think it was like some cameras around that were pranking you or something?
It was, at first I thought it was a joke. I didn't really, I thought she was just kind of just saying things, but she kept saying it. So she said it over a 2 period of time, over a 2-year period of time. And so after a while, I was like, man, she's very serious about this. She's very serious about her $1 million.
All right, guys. So as you heard him say, his mother asked him for $1 million as soon as he was drafted. For what, you ask? Not because she invested anything particularly financially on a grand scale. Not because she personally paved his way. It's because she did what she was supposed to do. On this channel, guys, you can hate me all you want. I'm gonna speak the truth. Majority of black women want handouts for things they supposed to do. Want pats on the back for things they're supposed to do. What were you supposed to do? What alternative did you have other than raising him? He didn't ask to be born. What happened to the joy of parents seeing their kids being more successful than them? How many kids you know, how many black kids you know, their sole purpose of being successful is to buy their mama a house. It's to buy their parents. Not parents, let me stop saying parents. It's to buy their mama a house. To get their mama out the hood. Something that mama can't do for themselves. And people say, oh, what's wrong with that? You don't know people's situations. People have hard times. I don't give a care. I'm going to be real with you. I care about people having hard times, but I don't give a care about mothers taking advantage of kids, taking advantage of their children, raising them to get financial gain off of them. A parent's goal should be to set a path so their children's children can be successful. And I'm sorry, guys, this is only in the black community that you see this. I haven't seen a case, and you can point it out to me if you want. I haven't seen a case where a kid get drafted and have a white kid get drafted and have to buy their parents a home automatically as soon as they're drafted. Guy who got drafted by the Cowboys last year, Ryan Switzer. You see him, I seen footage of him on draft day. His family in a smaller type home. Have you guys seen any reports of Ryan Switzer buying his parents a home? Or having to give his parents $1 million? I haven't seen it at all. He probably, he was drafted in the 4th round, so he maybe can't afford what Leonard Fournette can do or all these other high draft picks can do. But you never hear that. There's a white quarterback drafted in the top pick every year. Do you ever hear of these white parents benefiting off their kids? You don't see it. Yeah, you can say, yeah, they got economics, they better off, well off. I wouldn't say that about Ryan Switzer. I believe his parents are business owners. I believe they have their own nutrition. They they're nutritionists and something like that in the health field. He didn't come from a extreme wealthy background. His parents just decided to make his life about him, from what I know. But what you do know is countless amount of stories like Philip Buchanan. And I really truly believe, that if Jacob don't wake up from what really is going on, he's heading for the same situation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you don't know already, my name is mel.on.mars, and Mars stands for music, athletics, relationship, and spirituality. Every Sunday I do a spirituality video. Every Tuesday I release an athletics video. Every Wednesday I release a relationship video. And every Thursday I release a music topic video. Guys, you don't want to miss this. This thing is growing more and more every single day. And I don't want you to miss anything. I want you to become one of my subscribers. For my subscribers, I affectionately call them the universe. Why the universe? Well, the word universe is defined as all existing matter and space considered as one whole. And that's what I want. I want all my subscribers, whether you share my opinions, you share my beliefs, or you disagree with them, I want you to be a part of this so we can have this open dialogue and hopefully we all can become better. Whether you educating me, I'm educating you. Let's do this thing together and let's have a good time. On this journey with me, guys, you will have some laughter, you may shed some tears, you're going to be educated, but all in all, you will be definitely entertained. There's a couple things I need you to do before you exit out this video. First, in a couple seconds, you're going to see my chubby face pop up right here. Once you see that, click it. And when you click it, it's going to allow you to subscribe to my channel. Secondly, right next to that, you're going to see an option with a bell. That bell will allow you to have notifications come up every time I have a video so I can get your instant reaction. And lastly, you're going to also see a video that's perfectly for you come up in this corner. Click that video. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. Let me hear what you guys say about it. Guys, this thing is growing and growing every single day, and I only can grow even more based on your support. So I need you guys to like my videos, share it with your friends, comment, let me hear what you guys say about these topics. I know I talk a lot of crap, I know I talk about a lot of controversial topics, but don't be afraid to comment on it, don't be afraid to say your true opinion. I want to hear that. Again, this is the universe. I want you guys to be a part of it. I want all of our collective thoughts to come together and create something better and a change for this world. It's your boy Mel on Mars. I love you and let's grow. Peace.